all of us deal with obstacles in life, and whether they're made by somebody or whether they're just personal. Mine is about dealing with my physical disability, which is cerebral palsy. And when I was born, I almost died. Back in the 1950s, I was premature. I weighed less than 4 pounds. They said that I was going to die, but I didn't. And God told me something, I think, at that point, and said, you can make something of yourself. You got to stay resilient. He didn't say that word. He didn't say that to me. But I believe that now, that was the time that he said, you had something to do in life, and resiliency is an important part of it. And, you know, I had to go through a lot of struggles when I was very, very young. I had all sorts of measles and pneumonia, etc. With this physical disability, it was very, very challenging. The doctors even told my parents that they didn't know if I was going to make it, that they didn't know if I was going to be independent at all, that they may have to take care of me for the rest of my life. And, you know, my father said at that point that he was going to teach me on how to be courageous and how to use my potential to be what I could be. And even at that early age, he made me walk when I was able to walk, and sometimes fall and scrape my knee, because he wanted me to move that extra distance to get to where I needed to be. And if he didn't do that when I was young, when I was very, very young, I would not be here today. And that's with you. You have your unique resilient challenges that you've had when you were young, when you've had when you were a teenager, when you've had now. And you need to look at what you can do, how you can be persistent, how you can be patient with yourself, how you can persevere with those times and use the resilient strategies that you have to make a difference for yourself, because you want to be happy, you want to make your friends and family proud of you, but you don't want to have to worry about the things that are not always in control, that you can control. I could not control my disability. I still can't control my disability. I'm age 50. I adapt to it very successfully, but I can't control it. While it doesn't get any worse as I've gotten older, my body wears out, is wearing out more. So thus, it's getting worse for me walking or me doing the normal things that I've always done. And just like with you, you have your issues, whether it's at work or whether it's your family or whether it's your personal experiences, that you have to say, how can I stay on an even keel? How can I make a difference with myself to keep myself going every single day? For me, it's saying I'm not going to let such a disability get the better of me. And whether it's a physical disability like I have, or some people might have a challenge because you may have your parent who just is suffering from Alzheimer's. A friend of mine I just talked to yesterday said that his grandmother just died of Alzheimer's, and it was a 10 years worth of pain that she had to deal with, but then the family also had to deal with too. That's about resilience. And those types of things are much more challenging than what I have to deal with my physical challenges. But what I've learned from those physical challenges is that you have to be on yourself every day and say, you are a good person. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to have confidence that others see you as the good person that you are, because if you don't think that, people aren't going to think that of you. And, you know, when I was young, you know, as I said, I almost died, but even when I was very young, when I was going to crippled schools for children, which were Sister Kenny in Minneapolis and Michael Dowling School in Minneapolis, I didn't know any better, but my parents wanted me to achieve my potential as much as I can be.